Start off here. Hello and welcome back to some Minecraft Survival Golden Age, episode 1000, and I think we're on 70 something, 74, 75. Might be higher than that, I don't know, sometimes I'm spot on and then sometimes I'm not spot on. Like 10 episodes off. Hello and welcome back to some Minecraft Survival Golden Age. It has been a while since our last episode, I do apologise. But we are back with some more Minecraft Survival Golden Age. In the last episode we left off when we were making this path over here. It's not actually too bad, this path so far. I really need more to it. That's what I meant to say. To it. I was waiting on the word processing in my head. To it. Alright. Let's grab some more. Ooh. I did not expect the sensitivity to be so strong there. That is like a fuss that I've had to turn down the sensitivity. I've gotten too used to phasmophobia going fast because it's slow. Alright, wait 1 second. There we go. Alright, so let's get started on working on this path here. We started on it last episode, and last episode was quite some time ago. That'd be 1 month ago. Yes, a month already. Did not feel like a month, I've just had energy problems, that's what I'm going to say. Energy issues. The worst, thing ever is energy issues. Not like physical, energy. Just with yourself, getting the willpower. It'd be tough sometimes, I tell you. Also, I thought that was Gary. Is that Gary? No. I thought I brought Gary over here. Gary the horse. Do I make it go all the way, or...? I really do need to get some lighting up around here, just so it does not look too bad when it comes to nighttime. I keep hearing like footsteps and I just got done playing Phasmophobia, I tell you. So I keep getting the urge to, okay, the ghost is coming. Bam. Lighten, I tell you, lighten. And then if you want to just hide it, you just plop that there. Not even that noticeable. I could actually do a little bit on the other side as well. Do that. I will shove that in my inventory. My thing fell in the water there, I heard a splush. Yeah, that's not actually looking too bad. Now we just need to hide the rest of the lights. And luckily we're not working with paved dirt here, so it makes it a little bit easier to just, yeah, that'll do. Makes it a little bit easier to hide, that's what I'm going to say. Get to the dirt backpack, chuck that in there. Heard the bobbing and I was wondering what it was there, it was a horse. I know. You don't have to give me such attitude. Alright. I'm looking for my carpets. I did put them in the backpack, I'm pretty sure. There's a zombie coming over here. Best thing about that axe up there. I must have misplaced it somewhere in my inventory. Where did I place the carpets? I thought I had leftover carpets. Did I place them in? I heard something there behind me and it scared the absolute life out of me. There we go. That is a fire ogre. I think we might evacuate this building site for a little while and go and grab some necessary materials because yeah, we're gonna have to light this all up. Now, what we're building here is going to be a new area to our base, as we're going to be demolishing the animal farm and relocating it, just so that I can. He's angry. He's angry. Oh, that scared the life out of me. Look at him. That is a first in ages. I've not seen that, you know, in ages that they've locked onto me. Oh, that was terrifying. That was terrifying. Also, I never did finish off the path over here. We were going to make it wrap around or mine through this entire area, this good old jungle end, and make it connect up somewhere around this area here. We were thinking about path here. We did actually get started on the path, I'm pretty sure. I don't think it was going to work, was it? I'm not sure. It's been a little while, but I'm pretty sure it was not going to work. But what we're working on over here is to replace our animal farm up here, because if you can see, our animal farm is very small, and I want to return this back to more normal looking. So I'm going to probably, you know, do a lot of renovations here, probably trim down the landscape that we have here back to some more of its original sizing, because I just want to do that and, you know, make it look nice instead of the old zigzags that I was doing for when I was first landscaping underwater. It was my first landscaping underwater. This is probably like some of my best landscaping because it actually works pretty good. And I do want to make another project that goes through the water here, so I really want to get this all renovated before I do that, as that will be a project that I will explain another day, because I do have it all planned out. I've had it planned out for years now. Actually, that was a lucky shot that zombie skeleton got there. That was so lucky. I'd went to hit it and this sword is a one-hit KO. But two creepers for one. 2 for 1. Sorry about that. Whenever I go quiet like that, I'm just checking something. That can go in there. And yeah, we are going to empty out our backpack very soon. Hello there, Dennis. I am still planning on doing something for this area, but I'm more thinking about turning it into a more river area. So you take a bit up here and there's a little dockyard over here. That is my idea, to have a little dockyard over here, just to make it a little bit more, how would you say it, river friendly. I really want to do more, you know, with my rivers, and if you've watched the series or, you know, are new to it, we have worked on the rivers quite a lot in the series. You can see a lot of rivers down here. They used to not be very accessible, but you can basically take down the entire river, basically. Apart from over here, and that bit there is what we cleared last, I think. It's been a little while, right, Dennis? How are you, Dennis? You doing okay? You want to join me for today? Alright, let's move. Let us move. We also do need to lay up this spot right here, so I will probably add a glowstone here. And I'll come back later with some materials for that. Do I have any materials left over in our lush cave, southeastern lush caves? I got oak leaves, that's not bad. That's not too bad at all. So I might shove some of my stuff that I'm not really using in here. Yeah, not too bad. Can't shove that in there, and I don't have a spot for that. I'm gonna be making a backpack soon to basically get rid of a lot of my trash that I have in my inventory. And we do really need to get replanted here because this is looking a little bit barren. So let me know, what should I, you know, plant over here? We do actually have a cooking mod. That being Pam's. Yeah, Pam's Harvest. And I do need to get back into that. We did have the Japanese Sakura mod, but I'm pretty sure I got rid of that, right? Yeah, I got rid of that. But I got rid of the Sakura mod. That is a really great mod, I would recommend it. It's a really nice mod. I got rid of that because it was causing problems with the world generation. Because it's not been here since the very beginning of my series, it kinda just thingies the mod completely, so when it loads in it would just absolutely lag your game. And that's something that I do not want. I really do like this cave. If you have any suggestions on what I should do to brighten up this cave a bit, and maybe this entrance area, I'm planning on taking down the Bridge-Master Temple very soon to renovate that into its own build that will probably be larger. We do also have to work on the back area over here that is kind of very plain. I don't actually know if I'll keep the back area. Why is there so many ogres today? But let me know, should I keep the back entrance area? I don't know. It's a hard place to work with. I don't really know if it would be that necessary. I don't really need the back door, but it's, you know, useful. I just don't have many ideas for the back door area. Alright, into the glass floating garden. I do also need to decorate in here soon. We got a lot of project stuff that's in mind, I tell you. And also I do have so many people that I need to add to the comedy garden. It's kind of been, you know, left at Willy Walla. And I should really add some more people. So if you want to be added into the comedy garden, all you need to do is comment down below. And once we fill up to a certain point, it will change the rules to fan art and what do you call it, advice, fan art, and other stuff. I had the entire rules, you know, set out, but I need to go find where I placed that. Oh, not too bad. Put that in there. Grab some melons. Why we're grabbing melons? Because we got to put it into a block. There we go. I'll be using that for building eventually. I do actually need to grab some strawberries. I do really like this entrance. Just a little bit in front of the frog. I need to actually work on this bit here. These stairs are very, like, you know, basic. I don't actually know if we'll keep the upstairs to this farm much longer. It's been a very contested area of my world of deciding, does it, you know, stay or does it not? These are some of the original cactuses that were brought to this land from the desert. All those episodes ago, you know, over 1,000 episodes, 1,000 and something. And pumpkins. Now we normally keep pumpkins so that I can make, you know, basically artificial glowstone. Dang, fly just attacked my glasses there. It's lovely. Yeah, we're gonna have to do some more stuff out front. So if you have any build suggestions for the front garden, I'm taking suggestions. I do actually need to rebuild the entrance over here. But something that I will always say, nostalgia does kinda hold you hostage. That's what I will say. Hello there, Wojtek, Argot, Burns, and we have the Pope and Snowball. We should have Nug. I think I placed them away. Hello there, Kevin. How's it going? Alright. Yeah, I should really do something for the front garden. It's really barren in this one spot. And I like the windmill. We rebuilt the windmill ages ago. But the question is, do we keep the windmill or do we replace it with something else? We got a lot of potential there, I tell you. Because I could build something entirely different. But I want to kind of keep it to being a, you know, kind of little, you know, area in a jungle. A little oasis kind of stuff. A little jungle paradise. Checking for where I stored that wool. I do actually have some green carpets. Surprisingly. Love green concrete powder. Yeah, we're gonna have to work on my, oh, that's where all my dirt went. I keep forgetting I have so much dirt. That's what happens when you do a lot of build projects, I tell you. You just mine up so much material. And then you use that said material a lot. It's getting quite empty in here because I was moving a lot of stuff over. Let's see. And then we actually have to rebuild this entire room because it's broken. The idea is a good idea, but it does not truly work. There we go. So I do need to rebuild this room. It's a good idea, I tell you. It's a good idea, this room. Because all I needed to do was lock the hoppers and have it just go through one of the, you know, keep one of the items in here that's supposed to go in here. But the problem is there's so much of certain items I would have to build a ginormous storage supply area. And I don't want to put it all in one chunk, I want to kind of spread it out. So I might actually divide up my storage area into storage wings and all that. So that we'll have, like, you know, food section, food and seeds. That'd be one section. We'll have our blocks, that being, what do you call it, mostly just, you know, the basic blocks. And then you have block 2s, that'd be your other blocks. You okay, Dennis? You having a little skinny dip? Alright. But that's kind of the idea that I'm going with. And also I did forget why I came out this way. I know I came out here for carpets, but I do not know where the rest of my carpets are. That's the problem. Oh, and I did actually have another idea that I wanted to get a hold of. Alright, let me look up backpacks. I saw you wander by there, Dennis. 4 string. Okay. Let me prepare. What should be the color? I feel like blue, because blue or orange. Orange for work backpacks. That's what I'll do. 1, 2. Okay, so it's 4 for your basic backpack. It's always 4 for when it's starting off. And then it's 8. Okay, so I might not be able to make many of them, but it should be enough to get started. And I have string somewhere around here. I love just looking through the boxes and just finding, like, you know, little neat, like, historical items, like all of my diamond pickaxes that I've retired because they did not have, you know, mending on them. I tell you, playing, you know, Phasmophobia has made me paranoid of little sounds. I keep clicking thingy to run. You can tell I played too much Phasmophobia in the last while. See, I did it again. Alright. 1. You okay, Dennis? Alright. I'm missing leather. Do we have leather? What's our leather supply? That's 4 leather. That is not enough leather. I definitely have more leather scattered around somewhere. So I was trying to put that, you know, apple away. Oh, there's actually a backpack in here. This is my, what do you call it, photo backpack. That's kind of my idea. We're going to be making a bunch of backpacks. I forgot to explain. But we're going to be making a bunch of backpacks. Oh, Dennis, you scared the life out of me. I'm looking for leather. If only I had the mod that allows you to make leather by just, you know, using coal to melt thingy. rotten slash, but that's only 1.7.10 sadly. Let me know if there is a mod that, you know, does that. That would be very helpful. I know there is one that you just put on a, you know, stretcher and it does that. You know, just, you know, dries it out. It's very strange that I do not have enough laser. I guess I'll just have to walk around the base for a little while. We are 20 minutes, so, you know, we'll wander around for another 10 minutes until we find enough leather. Yo, Dennis, how's it going? We'll grab my sword as I heard the zombie earlier. Well, a second ago. No leather in there. What about in here? I do have all of my glass supply and string. Might actually take some extra string. Ah. The old train station. Yeah, I've definitely got to renovate the train station. I don't know what direction I want to put it in, but I do want to put it in a direction. So if you have any ideas for the train station, I might actually change it into, like, you know, a different name for it. I don't really want a train station. Maybe, like, you know, a subway, we'll call it. Something like that. Now, the reason why we're building a subway is that we can eventually go off in this direction. I think we go downwards here and then that way. And it should go and connect up with this bit of the island here, downwards, and to this town over here. And that's going to be the only, like, you know, main road, you would kind of say, to connect both of the places. That is kind of my idea. Do I not have a single piece of leather? We have a little stone knife there. Michelangelo, how's it going? Raphael, Donatello, Leonardo. And there's Cumcuber. Yeah, we do need to take Cumcuber out of there. They've been in there for a very long time. They're in there for their own safety anyway. Take that apple. I have leather in here, don't I? This is frozen storage, where we keep all of our frozen stuff. I can also turn off the lights. That's a detail that I always used to do in a lot of my bases from back in the day. Able to be turning off and on the lights. Hello there, Franklin, how's it going? Looking for some laser. You know where they are? Of course you don't. What do you mean there might be leather over that way? There's obviously no lasers over that way. Don't you dare use that language to me. Dennis the Terror. Oh, not Dennis. Franklin the Terror. Even laughing at me. Oh, my armor. I think if I hit W on something, it puts it into the thingy. Not sure. I saw something get favorited. Let's actually turn in the white light out. Yeah, how's it going? How's it going? I did check here, didn't I? How's it going, Wojtek? How's it going? Why is it so hard to find some leather? We may actually have to go on a journey to collect up the leather. What time are we? We got 6 minutes. I like to keep these not too long and not too short. Hello there, Pope. Do not get stuck and die in the wall. That's happened once before and I do not want it to happen again. We also had the time traveling paradoxical situation with Snowball, who time travelled, and his past self died, and he replaced himself. It's a real whole, you know, mystery, I shall say. Definitely they did not get glitched and dupe themselves. Definitely not. There's a zombie behind us wall. There's definitely a zombie behind us wall. How did you even get in the wall there? How did you even get in the wall there? You know what? There we go. Fix the issue there. There we go. And let's go and collect all of this that's fallen down. The little bits of it went to the side. Alright, we need to go grab some more potatoes. We don't actually eat potatoes that much now. I'm probably going to have to change this farm over. We've had a potato farm for so long that, you know, nothing wrong with potatoes, it's just... Oh, some old line carpets. Put that there. I'm wondering, like, where did all of my, you know, supply, you know, laser go? Oh, did that work on... Ah, I think that's where it went. It must have been when I was working on a Berserker armor set. A special armor set from the, what do you call it, RPG inventory mod. It's actually a pretty good mod. I would recommend it. They actually have some more different types of, you know, the stuff that are in it, and it's very cool. Surprising that we almost have, like, so much potatoes. I expect by the end of the series this entire thing having to be remodeled, or at least, you know, refitted. Or even does this even need to be here? I don't know. Dennis! How did you get yourself stuck in the boat? Come on, Dennis. Oh, Gary! Gary! I'm actually looking for you. This has speed up our journey so fast, I tell you. Still need to finish off that bridge. The bridge has just been sat there waiting to be, you know, finished for ages. We do actually have a cow farm, but we've not actually used it for slaughtering in quite some time, actually. It's just something that we never really did. Oh, there's a skeleton. Take that skeleton. Forgot to put that away. You know what, I forgot I had string on me. And I was wondering, like, why do I have that on me? Alright. Come on, Gary, we're going on a little bit of a run. Hello there, Lonely, you've actually came in from the water. It's the first time in ages. Alright, we're wandering back over to Singy. And then I think once we are complete, I tell you, here, that will be, I'm planning on working on the carpets, that's what I want to do. Place down carpets, you know, wherever I see glowstone. So there's glowstone there, no. That is a ogre. Whenever you hear the vroom noise, kind of like a fly, but it's like muted kind of sounding, it's always, you know, an ogre. It's like a noise. Oh, there's actually a witch there. But yeah, they're not part of the polywitch gang. We took out the polywitches. The witches in a poly relationship. They started the war, you know, I ended it. Take him out, boy. Take him out. Good job, boy. Keep shifting, you know. run, and it's just... Dennis, you okay? Oh, Dennis, you can't do me like that. There, take that. Need to actually light up the forest over here. I do actually have surprisingly a lot of glowstone to do so. It's just become that dangerous that we're working in this area that, you know, it requires to be lit up more. Oops, I did not mean to do that. With my silk touch pickaxe. I know it's wet out here. Dang fly. And then over here. And then over here. And then over here. And that's not too bad actually, that is not too bad. But we've also hit 30 minutes. So, that is where we're going to be ending off for today. So, we'll see you to enjoy this. Have a nice day, if possible. It's so much watching me down a bit. Need to keep this vital, very, very important. Sorry, I got distracted by Gary there. They wanted to say goodbye to. Goodbye from Gary. That is what that is. Alright. So, have a nice day, if possible. Make so much watching the vitamins, very, very important. And bye, see you soon. Somebody see, bye bye. He's behind me, isn't he?